Hello again, everyone. In this technical analysis of the stock market video, I call it breakout or fake out question mark, because it could be either way. And let's talk about it. In this video, I'm going to focus in on the S&P 500. We'll look at the just the moving average technical picture, and then take a look at the Elliott Wave picture. And then I want to look at the Bloomberg Commodity Index, oil, gold, and silver. All right, so on the chart here, we've got the weekly view of the Dow, the S&P 500. Everything is sitting at new all-time closing highs. And, you can see how everything pushed higher in the Dow. Not only is it sitting at a closing high again, like it did, 2 weeks ago, but intra-week and intra-day, it punched slightly above that May 10th high. So you can't work with any kind of short-term bearish scenario on the Dow as of right now. The other thing I want to point out is when you look at all three of these, look at how the body of the candle this week completely engulfed the body of the previous week. Okay, these are very strong, bullish-looking engulfing candles. Okay, so let's dive in and take a look at the S&P 500. Let me go back over here and take a look. Now, here's what happened on Friday, up 44.31 at the close. Pretty strong looking move. You can see how we gapped up. Actually, we kind of gapped up all three of the last, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Very strong move, 4 days in a row. Now, I'll tell you, here's my caution. We've been up 4 days in a row. And the other thing is, the up volume was less than the down volume on Friday on the New York Stock Exchange. So it's a little bit of a kind of gives me pause kind of thing. Wouldn't be surprised at all to see a little bit of a pullback. And again, here's that very bullish engulfing candle up 84.63 for the week. All right, so let's take a look at the Elliott Wave picture, and I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to focus in on the daily. And let me see if I can adjust this just a little bit and zoom in. So what I'm focusing on here is from the May low. Okay, I think we're in the fifth and final wave up from the March 2020 low. Within that, I believe that this first wave was a leading diagonal pattern. You could see we were getting overlap. This pullback right here overlapped this first thrust up. And, little zigzaggy type of thing for the fifth wave in here. So leading diagonal pattern for wave one, sharp wave two pullback, and now we're in a wave three to the upside. And when you look at getting this wave three, I am looking for 5 waves up. Now, here's the thing. Let me adjust this down a little bit so you can see the whole wave structure. This is a path forward. I am not predicting with this chart. I'm not predicting that wave 3 is going to end right here and at this height. I'm not saying that, okay? What I'm doing is I'm saying this is the path forward for the expectation of the wave structure. And within this wave 3, you must see 5 non-overlapping waves, okay? You can't get the overlap that you get right here. So that's what I'm looking for. Unless this whole thing morphs into an ending diagonal of some kind, but that's not what I'm looking for at this point. All right, so that's the picture here. Let me go back. When I look at this moving average view in here, I'll tell you, when I was talking with my members during the week, I was looking for a very specific signal to say that this is a pretty strong move and that we're going to get some continuation to the upside, and we got it. Okay, so we got the signal we were looking for. I'm not going to talk about specifics right now, but I'm going to say that to me, it's a high probability that this is a breakout and we've got more to come than it's a fake out. Okay, nothing's guaranteed. But, again, when it comes to the stock market, all you're dealing with, especially in Elliott Wave, you're looking at probabilities. And this is what I think is the highest probability path forward right now. All right, now I want to take a look at the Bloomberg Commodity Index. Okay, this is all the data I've got on the Bloomberg Commodity Index. I've only got it back to 2001. I actually don't know when it started. I'm sure it started before then. And this is a weekly view. And so what I'm doing is I'm looking at this trend line from the peak in when? It was June of 2008. Well, you remember that, right? Oil hit like $150 a barrel, and then within 6 months was less than $30 a barrel. Talk about a collapse. Well, this is the way the wave structure, this is the way it looks in terms of the move down. And here's the long-term trend line that was broken here on the week of December 13th, okay, of last year. So we got this breakout. Now, where are we sitting? Looks to me like we got a pretty strong little resistance zone right in here at, let's see, where have I got the line? 91.94. We've punched above that level, but we've been oscillating around it a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see, do we continue to, after having some consolidation in here, do we break down and retrace some more, or do we continue? It almost looks to me like we've had 5 little waves, but you never know about that 5th wave in a commodity complex. So right now, this is the picture. Let's take a look at oil. When I look at oil, here's what I've got on a daily view. I actually want to go to the weekly view, and I want to show you that right now I've tentatively got this as a 5th wave complete. But what gives me a little pause in here is that this is a pretty short 5th wave. And again, many times in commodities, not always, but many times, the 5th leg, that 5th wave in here, the third motive wave, is the strongest. And also notice wave 1 and wave 3 are pretty close to being equal. So we've got divergence that's showing up, but we'll see whether or not this wants to continue to sell off. It looks like it's trying to come back this last week. USL was up 12 cents. West Texas Intermediate closed on the near-term futures at $72.21. Let's take a look at gold, and I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to pause this and pull it up. Okay, GLD was actually down 85 cents this week, and it's been struggling to get going. I am continuing to lean into the bullish count here, but I got to tell you, the reason I have this red dashed line is that if this comes down and takes out this low, it really, really weakens the scenario to me. There is a bigger term bearish view that says this was the high, but the way this has been acting, it broke this trend line to the upside here with this wave 1. I'm really trying to give it a benefit of the doubt to the upside here in the bullish scenario. And so I'm sticking with this until it proves us wrong. But right now it seems to want to get going, but I'd like to see it get a little more momentum to the upside, take out this high right here, this May 30th high, which is 178.85 on GLD. Silver is doing the same thing. It's been chopping sideways. I mean, when you look at this, the week of back here in August of last year, ever since that peak, we've been just oscillating sideways, but I'm also leaning into the bullish scenario. And if we take out this high here, I've got this in red because if we take out this high, then that pretty much puts a nail in the coffin of the bearish perspective. I mean, there are some folks that are still looking at this, trying to count a bearish count to the downside. It just doesn't seem to want to do that. It acts like it wants to go higher, but it needs to get in gear and start accelerating to the upside here. So this is the path. This is what I'm looking for. It was down 42 cents this last week on SLV. We'll see if we can get a little momentum here this coming week or two. All right, that's the picture for this week. If you felt like the video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, hit that little subscriber button and hit the bell to get reminded. They'll send you a notice when I publish a video. And if you'd like more of this kind of information, head on over to joehenches.net and check out the website and the membership. Right, let's see if I can get this down here for you where you can see now. It's joehenches.net. All right, right there. Everyone, have a great week. We'll talk to you on the next video.